everyone, I'm Angel Wu. Welcome to Taiwan is my home. Our first newcomer guest today from Korea, but he's actually from Shandong. Talking about Shandong, everyone would think of noodle food, but our main character made Xinjiang dishes. He brought son along, hoped to start their business with healthy Xinjiang food. We make noodles from yang. Shandong people eat noodles, especially when we have New Year's Eve, have to make many steamed buns. The small dough suddenly was pulled into long and firm noodles. This melt noodle is Chi's most familiar northern cuisine. Great-grandpa immigrated to Korea from Shandong. He's already the fourth era. Chi never forgot the noodles Shandong people loved most, spending hours a day to make textured, handmade belt noodles. The nong we make too developed it from noodles. The nong Chi just mentioned is fermented dough origin from Persia. On the center of the dough, put on the mold from Xinjiang. After fermented into shape, add some water for sesame. Put in the oven for last. The whole process, Chi insists to make it handmade. Come to Taiwan from Korea. Stayed for 38 years, Chi worked in the food industry. 10 years ago, lost job for the second time. Chi, who was depressed then, went to free himself in Xinjiang. In this period, he fell in love with Xinjiang cuisine. Back to Taiwan, opened a restaurant in Korea for 4 generations. Deep cooking skills, Chi decided to pan-shower open restaurant. Priest of our church suggested us to open Xinjiang restaurant. Nang of Xinjiang is very delicious. You can open that. I hear his word. I go to Xinjiang specially to see and came back and opened a Xinjiang restaurant. Korean-born Chinese from Shandong started to cook Xinjiang dishes. The first dish of Chi's shop is Xinjiang baked chicken plate, a bit spicy, can have the sweetness of vegetables. Though Chi had cooking skills but not yet totally grasped Xinjiang cuisine, kept shivering in the first day, bankrupt in first 8 months. It's new after all, because there are not much Xinjiang restaurants. Everyone don't dare to try. So that time too, not having good business for about a year. Though bankrupt, he still stands there. Chi didn't give up, arranged taste newly. Xinjiang cuisine are heavy and salted, spicy and oily. How to make Xinjiang cuisine that is local but match Taiwanese tongue, improve Xinjiang cuisine cost Chi a lot of effort. Our big chicken plate suits Taiwan more. Didn't emphasize that its spiciness or the oil or the saltiness suits Taiwan more. Because basically we too had always been arranging our taste that suits Taiwan best. Adjusting taste at one hand, she insists to cook only the ingredient, means don't contain any artificial and chemical components. Many people gasp, how come? And we emphasize raw, pure nature, don't add anything. They said, oh, cannot. There'd be no business. We lose money. Already lose for 3 years. 3 years. The business is bad then. My wife kept saying every day beside, you're doing charity. So we hanged on. I think good that I stayed here. Though not having good business, still insist to use natural ingredients that cost higher. There's actually a sad story behind. Because I have a deep pain. My former wife died of cancer. That time, at the time when she is sick, every day we eat rice cooked by water, boiled vegetable. Since we opened restaurants ourselves, the newest natural ones. Though our friends are saying this is impossible, restaurants don't add these things, not in delicious, must be not delicious. Then I keep investigating and kept investigating how to eat healthy and delicious too. The small shop gradually become famous, worked out of stress from losing money. But supply does not meet the demand. She not taking role in one hand, too busy. He thought to open the second shop near night market of University to disperse customers.
芝麻糖烤羊排、苦瓜茄子合种菜，在上汤东边。
Chi San-Cui had to deliver dishes 2 to 3 trips. He handled all the things of a new shop. The corn powder here need to be mixed evenly. Can't be too much in one place. Cannot. A bit. But he actually spent a long time to convince himself about taking down Dad's restaurant business. Can I? I think I can, just do it slowly. Because people have to do it slowly. When he opened his shop, I'm 28 already, 29, nearly 30, thinking to what should I do in the future? Seeing Dad busy for restaurant business, running 2 places restlessly, so he then made his mind quitting this computer worker's job. New shop's kitchen, not only small, 2 to 3 yard, expand to 6 chefs and helpers, no matter fryer, cook, or roast nong, divide these jobs. Specialized people. Being in computer work for 9 years, Cui knew nothing about food industry, thinking this is going to be a disaster. The first half year in the shop, he could only service outside. When customer ask me, I can understand or nothing. They ask me what kind of taste is this, I can express it, but I can't tell it's only delicious or not, or spicy or not. Had to start from zero, get to know well the menu at last. Before taking the pan, so he started from learning cutting. Cut thinner, don't ruin it. Often heard at first, cut till the skin split or cut off half fingernails. Practice. Basically, it's the practice more. So sometimes after work at night, I'd stay in the shop, taking a red carrot, keep practicing cutting. 2 slices, 2 parts. Actually, this skill practice will make excellence. Practice. Just keep practicing this. Not only brushing, cutting skills, the spirit of never giving up. Seeing son learned with all his effort to become a qualified owner, Dad is happy. Now cut better and better. Beautiful cut. Basically, after practicing the knife work, had to grasp the taste too. Father Chi's generation work just started. The tamed temperature for this meat is about 70 degrees, can be eaten after 70 degrees. The golden fresh water Father told him is actually the golden egg skin wrapped in the fish and mutton's fresh soup. The key of deliciousness is the heat temperature. Protein become white already, means it's tame already. This temperature, this would be take the meat slice off. This is the most tender time. Okay, close the fire. It's time to stop. Can't roast too long. Maintain the temperature inside. The central is about 70 degrees, so we put inside and slowly roast. It'll be over 100 degrees on the outside, but the central point is about 70 degrees. Then when eaten, if it's over the degree, it'll be too old, like match. Don't fear failure, but only fear from overconfidence. She has son to help watch the shop, can concentrate more on inventing dishes. He went to Xinjiang to take Bible to find new dish that matches Taiwanese taste. changing every half year. His insistence, maybe he wants to invent a different dish, then to a different dish, like some other different dishes, like a exquisite dish. But sometimes, say, some students or employees, they hope to have some fast and simple dishes, and even hope to make it cheaper, like me doing this for 4 years. For 4 years, eating dishes like this in our shop, including eating, this concept is the raw cooking. After eating outside, I really can't be used to it, feeling the whole body wrong eating outside. That's hard, Son understands too. Tzu went on to be sales too. The selling experience helped Dad to push ingredients. The front added LED TV. Playing pictures of the menu, stand on the table, checkbooks on the front, all become digital. After he joined us, actually, we have a relaxing feeling. It really is like that. Can retire? Before, can't sleep lazily. Get up in the morning, sleep late at night. When getting up in the morning felt really tired, so then now sometimes can be lazy. The two together insist to make every good Xinjiang dishes. Working hard in foreign land, they not only do their best for business, but sincerity to warm people's hearts. Welcome back to Taiwan is my home. Would you worry about kids at home don't like to sport outside, not understand how to cooperate? Can refer to how this New Zealand dad faced it by American rugby, which is a New Zealand ball, bringing a bunch of kids practicing learned many life teachings. Saturday morning on the grass field of school field, a bunch of kids rushed forward with a ball, practice like this 2 hours a week. Not minding wind and rain, they are the Taipei Angry Birds rugby team. Emmeline took down the first score. When you rush to the crowd, I keep turning to let them can't catch the tape. What Emmeline is talking about is the ribbon on her waist. It's born from traditional rugby. That rugby is a safer rugby that don't need to bind to bump or block. The two ribbon on the body, if taken one of them, have to pass the ball down then. Or else have to keep moving. Let them see till feel dizzy. Not only Emmeline, brother Jed is a fast runner too. Class champion then, the skill to flash, to take ball, don't lose to his sister. Jet 9, Emmeline 11 years old, siblings in such young age already have 3 years experience. But their father Bernie don't think they're too young. He himself is on court at 5. Listen to me. You can't grab other's shoulder, only the ribbon, not the person. Because the children are still young, we don't play tackle. Tackle is to let ones who bring ball fall on the floor. Now we only play tag rugby or say flat rugby. Today we play tag, mainly trains passing, taking and running. Bernie is a coach and father and a player who loved American rugby. For him, who was born in New Zealand, rugby is country ball, like eating and drinking. Something very important in life is the clash of rugby. Let him don't fear adventure, travel around to discover exotic culture. Met Taiwanese girl Sophia, stayed here then.
I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We come to the bilingual field of Taipei, Bernie, because Bernie participated the Taipei Monkey Team competition. We came to cheer for Daddy. Having family, becoming two kids' dad, rugby is still his life center. 6 years ago, Bernie joined Taipei Monkey Team. It's a team composed of foreigners who loves rugby. Bernie almost never asks in this kind of friendly match. Coming to Taiwan, the only biggest hobby is to play rugby, watch rugby. So I want to let children to touch more New Zealand culture and wish through this culture to understand that more.
Boons on 3. 1, 2, 3, boons! Let's go, boys.
But touch and seeing more is different with playing oneself. Seeing the fierceness of this match, audience would feel thrilling and exciting. But if it's family who is pulled and pushed on there, then clashing sounds would make heart ache. How would you feel when Dad plays? Would worry. Worry he'd get hurt. Would only see him when watching this, won't see other things, seeing if he bumped into something or what. When Bernie just started to play balls, often hurt too, so at first, when he wanted to teach kids rugby, I opposed a bit. Surely no mother would want to see their own child keep getting hurt. But Bernie told Sophia children should get hurt a bit to learn how to stand up. More importantly, though rugby seemed permit bumping, but to make match going smooth won't do meaningless actions. There are many rules in rugby, and players have to know how to follow the rules. Only one with discipline can protect others and oneself. You can't bump, but don't your head bump his head, or your head bump his breast like this. Lower, put your head here, let your shoulders bump in the tummy, then won't hurt. Because there are many muscles here. Respect the rules and teamwork to kids now is character development. It's an important part of character development. Sophia finally agreed to let kids play it. Can't practice with two people, at least needed both team. Bernie found teammate Peter for main coach, made a children's rugby team. Before there was no kids rugby, there was about 4,000 to 5,000 kids in Hong Kong, elementary kids playing rugby. Few people play in Taiwan. We wish to let rugby be more popular in Taiwan. 2011, Angry Bird children's rugby team become a group. Many of them are classmates of the sibling. Though facing a bunch of kids, though Bernie is not easy, rugby need to shed enemy, had to rush in a short time, so the hip and the acceleration of the thigh and balance of the whole body is important.
Very good. Okay, bring your feet together a little bit. And we're going to do hands on hips, and then down, touch your knee, down, touch your knee, down, touch your knee, down, touch your knee on the ground. Okay, keep going all the way to here.
Gather practice on every week. Bernie could use many time to firm everyone's basic skills.
Ethan, running, buddy, running. Get back in line. Line up, buddy, running. No walking.
Being so severe to children is really different with the usual education of love.
Yes, one more. Ethan, again. Why Ethan all the time?
Bernie emphasized 3 times, rugby that looked rough actually take discipline to account most. In the group, who should be in what kind of a position, exceed what kind of mission, facing it easy would drag the whole performance and can make one get hurt. But when the team just established, to Emmeline Hujet, who is 8 and 6 years, Dad being so severe, so fierce, made them frightened. At first, when they're younger, would be more difficult and think why Dad have to be so severe, why request me this, request me that, then I cry, you can't be nice to me. Bump in the race made brother angry. He came to hit me, then we both pushed each other, didn't concentrate on the match. Dad is angry then, took us both in school there. Yes, feeling sorry to Dad. Because Dad loves rugby and loved them too. Both kids know. Well, I know sometimes I would take them as a warning, but my kids know when I train everyone, well, I'm the coach, not Daddy. But eventually, Emmeline and Jet becomes Dad's most important helper. Speaking when the team just established, the practice field was not appropriate. Bernie's Chinese is not so good. Parents fear danger, kids don't understand command too. Scared, stop practicing then, almost made the team collapse. It's the siblings who pulled the classmates together. At first, because Emmeline asked me, I would ask Emmeline if I can understand, then she'd translate into Chinese for me. Should be a group with me, then we'll all understand. Kids who can continue would pass down the fun of rugby to other kids. Then maybe we could ask friends to play. So let Bernie speak one word. I'll try to be group with him, teach him moves of Bernie like this. The group started to become a shape. Everyone found their position, worked hard to become better.
And now we'll go 5 times like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Side by side.
After passing, 2 hands hold high to count 2. Okay? Right 5 times, left 5 times. Wife Sophia would come along too, sometimes as a Chinese interpreter, sometimes planning kids' activity, gathering everyone's bond. Now the kids' team already have more than 20 people. Big son have to come in rainy days, running around. Why would you come then? Because it's fun. Because feels happy. Because can play together, meet everyone. Many friends, and it's really fun. Really fun. This day, not only play but match too. The siblings run fast, shed actively. But what's more important to parents is that they become more calm and open-minded. Before I scold people much, angry really often. Then one time, my dad told me athletes don't scold people like this. Then I never do this again. Have to be in one. And some tips. Sometimes you'd forget the rules. Then do things wrongly. Will be scolded. Then did wrongly, but you'd forget after scolded. But you'll know what to do. Then it'll be an important lesson, how to face difficulty.
Sit.
Okay, everybody come in.
Come.
Come in. Yellow, red team, 3 cheers for yellow team. Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Yellow team, 3 cheers for red team.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Okay, so put our hands in.
The parents agreed too. They seem to be happy about children's change. Good change. Children grow to be stronger and tougher. They are very cooperate. They are a group. Play and work together. Through sport, learn, tolerate failure. I think they could cultivate strong determination to a good characteristic. Can learn something in every match. Using New Zealand country ball to teach his small players to not be afraid of failures, face challenge bravely, as an everlasting profitable philosophy. Though the way 2 newcomers dad do is different, but they all let us know one thing: if want to let kids act in a way, we should do it from ourselves. Thank you for watching. See you next time.